Hello everybody and welcome back to Academiopolis, where we've been spending the last, frankly, silly number of episodes getting the highway system over here quasi-functional, and you may notice something about this over here, and that is that it looks a whole lot better. Yeah, so I reloaded the game and while I was getting a few other things set up and finishing up my tea, I was messing around with this, and it just worked. So that's a thing now. I don't have footage of it, unfortunately, but this is now functional, so we'll take it. And then the other thing that I had planned for this episode is, of course, we did get our Academiopolis Institute leveled up. We are now a rank 2 university, so we can take a look at our campus area here. We are now recognized, so that's fantastic. Now, we have way more students than we have capacity for. Right? No. Hang on. Let me take a look here. University. We have capacity for 2,250, and there are 6,478 eligible. So we definitely need to expand the Academiopolis Institute. So let's just go ahead and pop into the university campus area, because we have now unlocked all the way at this end, right? Oh, requires renowned and prestigious. We are recognized. Okay, so we actually haven't unlocked the next building there. That's exciting stuff. However, we have unlocked a few other things. We have a study hall available, and that'll increase our student capacity by 400, and I feel like that's an important thing to do. We also have a university gymnasium available, and it is this size. Which would mean that technically, it would fit in right here. If the futsal club wasn't there. Futsal? I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. I've literally never seen this word before now. I'm sure it's an important sport that a lot of people know a lot about, but I don't. So we could position it over this way a little bit. That wouldn't be the end of the world. That destroyed that path. Hang on. So that's going to go there, and we're going to need to rebuild this path, which isn't the end of the world. So let's rebuild the path with decorations. Going to use the curve tool, take it out to about here. No, actually, we're going to need to curve it a bit less than that. Or maybe a bit more? I forget how we curved this previously. Actually, it's basically like this. This is pretty much exactly how we had it curved. Okay. So the idea was to place it in such a way where it fit over here without breaking the path. There we go. There's that done. And now that means that we can go ahead and put in the university gymnasium. Now this here's a dormitory. We have 4 of those. I think we have enough. We do need a study hall somewhere. This thing is kind of big though. And realistically, I want to keep room over here for the other institutes. Like, I think they're going to be roughly the same size as this, right? And yeah, building already exists, but it will fit, but just barely. So does the gymnasium have to be within the campus area? Yes, it does. What about the study hall? Yes, it does. Okay. So we can put the gymnasium right here. Alternately, we could not quite fit the study hall in there. Unless if we were to take out that path, this path right here. It would certainly be a bit awkward, but it could theoretically be done. Alternately, we could put in the study hall over here. I just wonder about the width. I'm assuming that these are the same size. I don't know that, but I'm assuming that's the case. So we may need to go ahead and annex this into the Academiopolis Institute to get these things to fit. But for right now, let's just go ahead and put down a gymnasium over here. This does actually give us 300 student capacity, which surprises me a little bit, but I'll take it. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to need to continue to find a few other things to do over here. Now we do have these supplementary buildings. We could have an outdoor study. How large is that? That is very large indeed. Maybe what we should do is just develop this area over here and set that aside as the secondary annex. So then we'd have the central area here, primary and secondary annex, if you want to call it that way. But then we could expand over here with the other schools and have a very similar sort of layout. That would mean that we would be able to build several of these things. University cafeteria. How big is the fountain? That's pretty small. We can probably fit the fountain over here-ish. Although, maybe if we were to put it, like, here? That should do the trick. Okay. And then we'd need a cafeteria somewhere. How large is that? That's pretty small. We could maybe get away with fitting that up over here somewhere. It doesn't really fit well along these curved paths, unfortunately. And if we were to put it here, it would definitely block another institute. That said, I'm just thinking here, maybe... Well, we don't know the sizes, right? We can always relocate things later on. All it costs is a little money. So we could put a cafeteria, like, here for now. And then we can have an outdoor study area, which is very large, over here for right now. And we will probably revisit that positioning. Then the other thing that we needed was not faculties, but rather we needed a regular study hall. And the plan was to put that right over here. Kind of like that. And we're probably going to revisit that layout. Very, very much so. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to handle our zoning issues, because we've got some of those. So we can go ahead and remove some of these electric lines, right? Yes, we definitely can. We can run an electric line like this instead, temporarily. And then we'll take out this electric line. And in fact, I don't think we need it at all up this direction, do we? No, we don't seem to. So just get rid of all of that. Fantastic. And we'll get a little bit more office space up over here. Something along the lines of that. And then we're going to need to get these highways in. That's not going to be a huge deal. We're not going to have a connection over here, I don't think. We are going to need a little bit more commercial. I suppose we could put some commercial in the pollution district. They're going to be a little upset about it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, there we go. There's that under control for now. And we need to redo this highway. And I was actually thinking about it. I really like how this highway here, this bridge, is just flush with the rest of our bridges. So I was thinking maybe we do take out this bridge, and then once we have enough land down here, we just run down and connect in right here instead of over here. Now we would need to control this whole area, and I'm not sure exactly how much of that we'll be able to get. Yeah, we would need 2 tiles here and here. So that would be a thing. But that's definitely a later sort of thing. So for now, the question becomes, what is our next major project? And I think the answer to that is a little bit more highway work. Specifically, I would like to bring highways up through here and set up a bit of an interchange here so that this highway isn't quite as long without any way to get out of it. I think that would be a good thing to do. So we can go ahead and take this up over this way. Are we at the right altitude? I believe we are. Now, of course, this is going to cause some angry people, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We've definitely got some eminent domain going on here. But this was always the plan, guys. And I believe I even told you this. What is going on here?
This is Cities Radio.
Are these too close together? I'm just wondering. Oh, is it just an altitude thing, maybe? Like, if we were to bring this up one more... That slope too steep. What if we were to just bring it over this road? That would be ideal. But the issue here appears to be the altitude of this particular highway. So let's go ahead and remove this here. We're going to need to actually remove all of this for right now. And let's go for a bit of terraforming here. And let's go for leveling this terrain right at about this location. And this is going to be kind of exciting to do. And let's also throw it back a little ways this way. Kind of like that. That should hopefully give us approximately enough space to work with. And then we want this to be on the ground for sure by the time it hits this point. And then just stay on the ground and connect up over here, whatever height that happens to be at. Same thing over here, for sure on the ground by that point, and then pick back up to there. Kind of like that. And then the question is, can we do this? Fantastic. We absolutely can. The next question is, have we leveled back far enough? And it kind of looks like we haven't. So let's go ahead and continue leveling this back a little ways. It doesn't have to go too far. Maybe just something along the lines of that. That should, I think, be enough. And we just take this to right here. Excellent. And then we're going to need to connect it up over this way. It's giving us space already occupied, but we'll just go to right there. Do we have a building here? Oh, we have an elementary school. That explains it. We'll just pop that over to there right now. Actually, that's going to need to move again. I'm going to put it there instead. Yeah, that'll be fine. Excellent. And now we should be able to push forward over here. Unless... Are we getting space already occupied here? Okay. Now we can eminent domain it up. Let's go. Okay, so we probably have some pillar issues there, but I just wanted to get the actual highway functional there. There we go. And now we're going to want to figure out where exactly we curve this in at. Kind of to be expected that we would have issues here. Let's just take this from here out 90 degrees. Yeah, Okay. I'm going to remove this a little bit here. I'm also going to remove this a little bit because I want to take this up. Actually, I'm going to completely remove this section again. I want to be on the ground, in line here, and going this direction. That is not in line. Is that it? That's not in line either. Ooh, that's kind of exciting. Okay, so we'll just take this down to ground level here with the straight line tool. Make sure it's on ground level, not below ground. Like so. And then to there. And then make sure this is on ground level to there as well. And then we can theoretically connect that up like that. And then I'm hoping... There we go. Fantastic. So same thing here. We want to take this over to right here. That slope too steep. Yeah, I can see why. So I want to just take this over to basically here. Okay. That's exactly where we want that to be. And then we can just run that under there. Pillar is in exactly the right spot. Run this up to... It's not turning again. Yeah. Okay. So we're having that issue again. Now, the way I did it before... Let's just do that. Seems to do the trick. I don't know why, but whatever. We'll take it. Okay, I want a 90-degree snap here. And that's not correct. We need to run this over to the line tool, over to here. There we go. Now curve tool over to right here. Fantastic. And then this connects in like that. And then this over here. Perfect. And then we just reconnect this with the line tool, since we're not planning on extending out this way. And voila. Excellent. Now we still need to do on-ramps over here, but that is a job for another episode. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.